Hello everyone, my name is Azmi Azaria FIDAROINI. Today I want to deliver my speech about tolerance and compassion. Here I want you to know about what tolerance and compassion is, and then I will give you one of figures of tolerance who give big impact to many people, and then after that I will explain why we should apply tolerance and compassion in our daily life, and then in the end I will give a conclusion about it. Okay, now I will begin with the definition of tolerance and compassion. Tolerance is the ability of willingness to tolerate something in particular, the existence of opinion or something or behavior that one does not necessarily agree with. There are some kinds of tolerance like tolerance in religion, culture, races, school, social media, etc. With tolerance, we are making world full of peace. Example like this. I will take example from tolerance in religion, considering our country has 5 official religions, right? Example is every religion has their own celebration, right? And what we should do is celebrate that big day. And if we are not the part of the religion, what we should do is appreciate the big day and do not disturb who celebrate the big day. However, compassion is sympathetic, pity, and concern for the suffering of others. Actually, we can make relation between tolerance and compassion. Like I said before, if we tolerate to each other, we are making world full of peace. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Because we just don't disturb others, we appreciate what other people do that we don't necessarily agree with. But we can do more with compassion. With compassion, we will help each other, support and love each other. Tolerance is introduced as way to bond different religion, races, and others. And compassion is tighten the bond. Okay, now we move to second part. I will introduce figures of tolerance. He is Nelson Mandela. I think if you do not know the face of Nelson Mandela, I think you will recognize the name. Yes, Nelson Mandela was South African anti-apartheid revolutionary and political leader who served as president of South Africa. He was the country's first black head of state and the first elected in fully representative democratic election. He dedicated his life to fighting for equality and ultimately helped topple South African racist system of apartheid. For your information, apartheid is a former policy of segregation and political, social, and economic discrimination against non-white majority in Republic of South Africa. So, in South Africa, there was no tolerance and equality between non-white and white citizens, so Nelson Mandela fought for equality for all people in South Africa. And the question is, why Nelson Mandela fight and sacrifice his life to get tolerance and equality? Are tolerance as important as that? For answer this question, we move to the next part, why we should apply tolerance and compassion in our life. Globalization has made tolerance easier to different communities to connect, meet, and interact with each other. Today, the world enjoys greater levels of tolerance and diversity. However, instances of intolerance and prejudice still occur in some parts and have gotten out of control. Whereas, where everyone is treated equally and given equal opportunity, everyone is able to effectively utilize their talents and resources to improve their living standard. Tolerance allows people to different background to work and live together. intolerant country, every citizen remains loyal to his country and is willing to make a sacrifice for the sake of the country. But if in other hand, where there is discrimination, there cannot be peace. Intolerance leads for fighting, violence, and instability as different groups resort to force and aggression against each other or the state. Why? Because peace can only come when people become free from hatred and are willing to understand each other's differences. So, in this situation, we can detect people from their emotion. So in this situation, compassion can detect people from their emotion and thoughts. We can go beyond the feeling and manage an appropriate response. So compassion is about going beyond emotion or rationalization and being regardless. It's not easy, but that's what makes it especially powerful. I think that's all from me. For the last, I will give one quote to motivate your daily life to apply tolerance and compassion. No one is born with hatred for another because of the color of skin, their background, or their religion. People must learn to hate. They can be taught to love because love comes more naturally to the human heart than hate does. Nelson Mandela. Thank you for watching. I hope you like my video and see you.